Have you ever watched the water? True goodness is like water. Water is the softest substance, the most yielding. Yet there is no one and nothing that can resist it. It does not argue with the stone. It does not fight the mountain. It flows around them. It seeps into them. And, given enough time, the water remains, while the mountain is made flat. This is the great secret that is hidden in plain sight. You are hot today, are you not? There is a fire in your chest. You have heard something you do not like, or someone has challenged your understanding. The immediate impulse is to spark, to rise, to ignite. You think, if I can just make my voice louder, if I can stack my reasons higher, if I can find the perfect word to slice through their ignorance, then the world will be corrected. This is a profound misunderstanding of how the world works. When you argue, you are pushing against a wall. The wall will not move. All you do is tire yourself out. Your energy, your life force, is finite. Why would you waste it on trying to rearrange the dust? Every time you engage in this battle, you are giving away a piece of your peace. You're letting another person's confusion disturb your inner calm. Is that not a poor exchange? Consider why this fire exists within you at all. It is because you have a preference. You have decided that this is right and that is wrong. You have attached yourself to a single definition. But the Tao that can be spoken is not the eternal Tao. The name that can be named is not the eternal name. The moment you define a thing, you have limited it. By defining this as true, you have created its opposite, false. They depend on each other. If you did not so fiercely defend the true, the false would have nothing to stand against. This is the fallacy of the thinking mind. It thinks in dualities, light and dark, good and bad, up and down, true and false. It believes that by clinging to one, it can eliminate the other. But they are two sides of the same coin. They create each other. Look at the beauty of the dawn. Is it bright or is it dark? It is both, and it is neither. The dawn does not argue with the night. It simply becomes the day. When you see something you call wrong, and you feel the urge to correct it, what you are really doing is fighting a phantom. You are fighting against something that can only exist because of your own definitions. A wise person knows this and remains centered. Think about the hub of a wheel. It is 30 spokes that are joined together, but it is the hole in the center that makes the wagon useful. We mold clay into a vessel, but it is the emptiness inside that holds the water. We put doors and windows in a room, but it is the empty space within that makes it a home. Emptiness is the true use of all things. When your heart is full of arguments, full of ready-made opinions, and full of the noise of your own correctness, there is no room for anything else. You are like a cup that is already full. No matter how precious the tea I pour, it will just spill over. To receive wisdom, you must first empty yourself of certainty. This urge to correct others is the disease of the self-proclaimed expert. He who speaks does not know. He who knows does not speak. Why must you be the one to decide? Why must your perspective be the final one? The person who has the truth has no need to broadcast it, no need to defend it. The sun does not give a speech on its own brilliance. The seasons do not debate which of them is superior. They simply fulfill their nature. The urge to argue is a symptom of inner sickness. It is the sign that your mind is restless and your peace is fragile. It is a form of weakness. Only those who are unsure of their path feel the desperate need to convince others to walk it with them. A person who is truly grounded is undisturbed. They are like a great mountain. Let the wind blow, let the storms rage, the mountain is unaffected. But perhaps you think, if I do not speak, error will prevail. If I do not argue against falsehood, truth will be lost. This is your hubris speaking. You think you are the pillar holding up the heavens. The universe is vast and perfectly ordered. The great Tao governs all things without force, without words. It nourishes all life and does not try to claim mastership over it. Does it need your assistance to manage who is right and who is wrong? Consider the result of your fighting. When you fight against darkness, you only increase the weight of that darkness. You give it substance. You give it your energy. By standing still, the darkness passes. Look at the nature of a mirror. A mirror does not refuse to reflect anything. It reflects the beautiful rose, and it reflects the rotting corpse. It does not argue with either. It does not say, this is good or this is bad. Because it has no preference, it has the capacity to reflect everything perfectly without being stained by any of it. Be like that mirror. Reflect what you see, but do not cling to it. Let the argument come, and let it go. It has no power to damage you unless you take it into yourself. By not contending, no one in the world can contend with you. This is the ultimate paradox. You win the moment you stop trying to win. You find the truth the moment you stop needing to defend your idea of it. Your voice becomes powerful the moment you learn when to keep your mouth closed. When you feel that impulse to spark, to jump in, to correct, to defend, this is the time for the greatest work. This is the time to master your own energy. It is not the moment to fight the other. It is the moment to sit quiet and observe the turbulence of your own mind. Why are you threatened by their error? What fear is hiding beneath your aggression? Silence is not the absence of sound. Silence is the presence of strength. The master uses silence to clarify where others use words to confuse. The master yields where others push. To remain silent, to flow around the argument rather than through it, this is not retreat. It is the action of a master strategy. You are conserving your vital breath. You are tending your internal flame. You are recognizing that the truth cannot be added to or subtracted from by human debate. Let them have their words. Let them think they have won. Let them celebrate their temporary victory. Does their victory make you any less of who you are? Does their opinion change the nature of the Tao? They are like ripples on a vast lake. Let them ripple. The lake remains the same depth. Be soft yet unshakable. Be still yet the source of all movement. Embrace this non-contention. Then you will find that the fire within you has turned to a cool clarity. You will look at those who argue not with anger, but with compassion, seeing their exhaustion, their restless search for a solid ground that can only be found within. Then you are close to the way.